What's going on, Jerome's? Beautiful Saturday, birds are chirping and stuff, and it's time for another Vikings news dump. So, of course, the story of the last couple days is Jonathan James McCarthy, quarterback one for the Minnesota Vikings, the reigning, defending NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He and his lovely fiance, Katya Karupas, welcomed their first child to the world, a beautiful baby boy named JEROME Micah McCarthy. It's great. Katya, welcome to the world, JEROME Micah McCarthy. I just said that. The sweetest, most perfect gift from God. We are so unbelievably blessed to be your parents. 8.7 pounds, 21 inches, which I'm told is like normal, maybe slightly more. I don't know. JJ McCarthy, God is great. JJ McCarthy, and so are you, my love. Katya Karupas. It's almost like JJ McCarthy was created in a lab. You know, like, who can be the perfect quarterback and like a really good dude, right? So congratulations to the McCarthys. It's amazing. Also, just want to point out, all right, so he's holding newborn son. Also, we're talking like 2047, 2046, 2047. You know that JEROME McCarthy going to be trotting on in. First round pick by the Minnesota Vikings. He, after a great career at Michigan, where he never lost to Ohio State, just like the old man, he comes in and subs in for a 43-year-old JJ McCarthy. Actually, he probably has some time left. And this is what LeBron and Bronny tried to do, but the McCarthys will do it for real. After JJ has won a dozen Jerome Bartys for the Vikings. It's going to be glorious. But also, holding his newborn son, 100% he's watching film on that laptop. Football guy. All right. Also, want to say football guy because J.J. McCarthy is back at practice on Friday. Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, football dude. It's fantastic. Right. And also, so newborn child, and a lot has been made about JEROME Micah McCarthy right away. So it's like, oh, Rome Odunze, as well as Micah Parsons, two division rivals, blah, blah, blah. But people aren't making the right jokes. And also, yes, his last name is McCarthy and Mike McCarthy. But he is the father of Rome Odunze and Micah Parsons. So he literally owns the Bears and the Packers. And a lot of people don't understand that at first, but it is so gloriously meta that I really hope that's the basis of it. Now, it's actually probably because J.J. McCarthy is a student of Stoicism, and Meditations by Marcus Aurelius is one of the best Stoic documents out there. Still it is. So it's probably more of the course for it, plus or more the etymology of it. Also, I don't know, like Marcus Aurelius, top 3 Caesar, certainly. I would go, besides Julius Caesar, who technically wasn't an emperor, but well. Our dictator for life, fine. But I'm going to go Augustus, go Trajan, just because all kids growing up loved like the military aspect of the Romans. Marcus at 3. Go Constantine. I mean, how can you not like someone named Constantine the Great? Now go Hadrian, because he literally built a wall to keep the Scots. To keep the Scots from crossing into Roman territory so they could fight their eternal enemies, the Scots. That's it. I'm a kind of Roman history nerd. Sort of out of practice. I should get back into things. Anyways, but McCarthy's definitely had himself a week. McCarthy's busy week. Announces expecting first child back in May. August. Named Viking starter. September makes first start on Monday Night Football. First win on Monday Night Football, by the way. And then second start, blah, blah, blah. All sad child. It's been a busy year for Jonathan James McCarthy. Also, so you see in the clips, Jefferson talking to JJ talking to Aaron Jones, all that stuff, where it just speaks to the culture that Kevin O'Connell and Kwesi have built. There's no quit. There's no give up. There's no pointing fingers. There's taking ownership of everything, and it's beautiful. Plus, O'Connell and McCarthy on the sideline. Everything is more efficient because you're driving the ship. You're doing great. I'm so effing proud of you. Vikings head coach Kevin O'Connell to J.J. McCarthy mid-game on Monday night. Just Kevin O'Connell, adopt me. And the cats and the cradle and the silver spoon. I mean, it'd be really good, right? Also, I wonder about this too. So like a serious moment here. So my dad passed away in '08, quite a while ago. So, didn't get to see his grandkids, didn't get to see progressing in life and stuff. And I wonder if he would actually watch this channel, or if he that's too much technology for him. He might have a flip phone. I don't know. I think that he probably wouldn't agree with most of the takes because some of them are out there. He probably wouldn't get most of the jokes or references, but maybe he'd be proud that his kid is conveying information, making people feel better about their day for a couple minutes. I don't know. Probably not. Anyways, moving on. Jonathan James McCarthy against Michael Penix Jr. So, I mean, I was a big Penix fan, right? And people look at the national title game against Michigan where Penix was just harassed by a very good Michigan defense, and it is what it is. But people forget his semifinals game against Texas, a very good defense in their own right. He shredded the hell out of them, right? And in the 2024 draft process, like, I was in on McCarthy, I was in on Penix, I was in on May, I was in on Jane Daniels, right? I was in on the whole shebang. I was not in on Bo Nix. But with Penix, the Vikings did their diligence, right? So eventually, obviously, I ended up with McCarthy. But it would have been interesting if the Falcons hadn't taken Penix at 8 because they saw what Kirk Cousins could do, and they're like, no, they drafted the quarterback of the future. Like, so the Vikings were originally at 11. Say that McCarthy and Penix were both available. What would they have gone with? Well, JJ was 21 coming in. McCarthy and Penix was an older draft prospect because of the COVID. Also was initially at Indiana, then transferred to Washington, and also I think it would have been relatively close because Penix can certainly spin it vertically, which is what Kevin O'Connell loves to do. JJ McCarthy also has a hose for an arm. Both high IQ, high caliber quarterbacks, so work their ass off, and Penix. I feel like McCarthy has a touch more mobility than Penix. Like, Penix isn't a statue, but he's also not like a mobile quarterback either, right? And, well, he can move, but he's not a running quarterback, if you catch my drift. Like, I put him in the same category as, like, Caleb, right? I think McCarthy has more mobility than both of them. And also, Penix, if it's close, like, I feel like Penix being left-handed could have been a deciding factor because then you had just paid Darrisaw, as well as you have Brian the Real Deal O'Neill, and all of a sudden the roles are essentially flipped in terms of blindside protection. So I don't know. I don't know. But like we said, obviously the Vikings did a ton of diligence. They spent a weekend in Seattle with Penix Jr., and things ended up the way that they're going up. So I hope that Penix has a great career. I hope he looks like ass thank you on Sunday night, and we'll just go from there. Also, injury reports for the Vikings last Friday practice. Didn't get the practice designation, but it doesn't matter. Status for Sunday night: Okudah, Van Ginkel, and Darrisaw are out. Okudah did return to practice in limited fashion on Friday. Andrew Van Ginkel did not. But short week. It's going to be hard to get them through the concussion protocol. Ideally, they'll return next week against Cincinnati. With Darrisaw, so it was a bit of a neuron thing. Was limited on Friday as well, and it feels like he's getting close. Obviously, otherwise it would have placed him on short-term injury reserve to start the season. But with Darrisaw, close against Chicago, close against the Falcons this week, and hopefully will be returning soon. Gessling Strib caught up with Christian Darrisaw in the locker room briefly today. He said he's taking his row back from knee surgery at a day at a time. I've still got room for improvement in my knee and just things on the field, he said. The Vikings had made Darrisaw questionable for Monday, so he could still go through a pregame warm-up. He went into the night knowing he wouldn't play. It felt good just being in that environment, especially being on the road. So interesting. I don't want to say like games with the injury report, but certainly interesting. All right, and also with Darrisaw out, Justin School's probably going to be at left tackle again. Did not have a great game against the Bears. Maybe being back at home as well as up against the Falcons, that'll help things out. Although Walter Rouse at left tackle, who wouldn't be mad about it. All right. And also Harrison Smith listed as questionable. Plus Keys. Plus, Austin Keys was added as a late questionable with a groin, even though he's a full participant on Friday. But Harrison, we'll see what happens as he returns and gets back into football shape from his personal health issue. And hopefully Darrisaw can go, because down to Kuda, the secondary is suddenly getting kind of thin. They did sign Tyreek Funderburk to the practice squad. They can call it Fabian Moreau. But if Harrison can't go, you could see more Jay Ward on the field. He played about 25 snaps on defense Monday night, and could see more of that in week 2. And then for the Falcons, relatively clean. You have 4 backups: Agnew, Fuller, Nelson, Washington out. 3 questionable, including rookie edge rusher James Pierce Jr. had 4 pressures against the Buccaneers. Billy Bowman Jr. Billy Bowman's my guy, man. He's always going to be my guy. And if and when it doesn't work out with the Falcons, come on in. Just love the versatility, love the toughness. Pound for pound was one of the toughest players in the draft this year. Drake London, Darnell Mooney had been limited in practice Wednesday, Thursday with shoulder issues. Will obviously be good to go, so bring it. Also, with Andrew Van Ginkel out, Diamond Dallas Turner has a chance to step up and show out. Vikings fan page, I'm so excited for him, the jump that he's currently experiencing, and will be highlighted clearly with Gink being out. That snap count is going to clearly go up this week and stay up. And Kevin McConnell, as well as Brian Flores, have really been hyping up Dallas Turner throughout the offseason. Turner worked out with Grenard. More's required this offseason as well, so I think it's going to be good. I think Sunday night is going to be a great experience for Diamond Dallas Turner. Also, all right, so blah, 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 Packers. I actually don't mind that the Packers allegedly won 2 games, and the hype is starting to rise, because you see this every 3, 4, 5 years where Packers fans, they get really big for their britches, whatever. Right, and the media just can't stop slobbering all over the Packers, whether it's ESPN or NFL Network or Fox Sports or CBS or whoever. Right, they're all up in the Packers. Plus, I just cannot wait for freezing cold takes to come into play. Jeremy Fowler, Packers, Rashawn Gary on tandem with Micah Parsons. Put hands on 1, Micah Parsons. I'm gonna get home. Put hands on 52. He just went third person with digits. He went third digit, which. 1 gonna get home. Packers calls Packers hungry. 3x unproven. Whatever. I mean, that's a lot of talk for someone who's never had more than 7.5 sacks in a season. It's awesome. Also, Lily Zhao, Kashawn Nixon had himself a good game Thursday night. Asked if the swagger is different this year. Yeah, we got Micah Parsons. I cannot wait until this just completely comes crashing down. Also, I love the lotion in Kashawn Nixon's locker. It's almost like Michael Jerkins. It puts the lotion on the skin, or else it gets the hose again. It's okay. I don't have NFL money, so we got the knockoff version from Amazon. This is pretty good. Amazon makes way too many things now. Anyways, but Kashawn Nixon, so Kashawn Nixon, Rashawn Gary, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. All the boisterousness, because I'm sure that your friends or family with some Packers fans as well. It's all up here. Oh, who demand? We demand. Go Pack, go. I can't wait until it just blows up like that uranium factory in Top Gun Maverick. It's gonna be great. Unnamed country. Yeah. Okay. Also, Sunday Night Football, home opener, loud and proud. All the bells and whistles. Jared Allen getting his Hall of Fame ring during halftime. Lots of alumni in town as well. Love to see it. We are back, baby. Vikings by 1,000. Well, 42-21 last year. Double it this year. It's going to be 44-3. Let's go, man. Let's go. Oh, because we haven't really had that in the Kevin McConnell era. Just the true old-fashioned ass-kicking beat down. We're going to kick somebody's ass. Come on, man. Just want to see it. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. Saturday Vikings news dump. You guys are the best. You know what to do. Skol, production value.